Welcome back to Limbus Company, Daily Mirror Dungeon. We're going to be using Dieci Rodion once again, but this time we're going to see if we can solo Mirror Dungeon 2 with her. I have heard people say that she is good for this. Starting Relic, I went with the Lithograph, so we get more healing. Just in case things go poorly, I guess. It is it's technically more healing than most other gifts, more healing than like stuff like Homer and stuff, because it's effectively at least like 25% of her HP, because there's like most fights have at least 5 enemies. And we're gonna stagger pretty much every enemy before they die, so like it's a lot of healing. We're gonna see how this works. I'm very excited to do this because I just want to like get a good sense of using her insight to its fullest, and I think only using her is the best way to go about doing this. This is a little bit of a scary start, though. Okay, you've only got skill 1s right now. That's fine. I don't want to get hit by the counter particularly, so I'm just gonna stall this first turn. And there's... okay, that's fine. Well, we'll discard this. No, we won't be able to discard it. Oh, that's awful. That's really awful. Because of the fact we're not gonna be clashing with the actual shield. We're not going to get a chance to use a shield because it's going against the counter. We're not even going to be able to discard a skill 3. Alright, then just hit this guy. Yeah, just discard skill 1s, I think, for this turn. Nails, we're going to get some nails, which means the bleed's going to start building up next turn. Yeah. Well, luckily we'll be out of bleed potency by that time. And if we're lucky, maybe we'll, like, kill one of these guys with our attacks. We need sanity. That's for sure. Does bleed go through shield? I actually don't know how bleed interacts with shield. That was awful. Should have staggered, but she just didn't have enough sanity. Oh, we can actually block with this one. We can actually discard your skill 3. That'll be good. Because that means next turn we'll have a bunch of insight, which means we'll be in a good spot to use a bunch of skill 1s. Okay, so 168. Are you gonna... okay, it looks like you're actually... yeah, it looks like the shield is taking the bleed. Okay, that's good then. Good to know. Alright, now this turn... oh, you don't have 3 insight? Huh? Did she not block and discard a skill 3? I thought she did last turn. I guess not, huh? Or is it because we did stuff? It's because we did stuff after it, isn't it? Yeah, it's because we used some skill 2. I think it's because we used a skill 2 afterwards. And therefore that skill 2 discarded a skill 1, bringing us back down to 1 insight. That makes sense. This guy's dead. There we go. Oh yeah, the Tokyo Game Show, like, little video thing, was the stream from Tokyo Game Show on Limbus was earlier today. It was cool. I guess question of the day, how did you feel about the Tokyo Game Show live stream? Personally, it was cool. It wasn't anything special. I think I went into it with a little higher hopes than I really should have, because like Project Moon's been going through a lot recently. Of course, they're behind schedule still significantly, so they didn't have nearly as much to show as they would have liked. They actually did apologize for this in like a little post in game, and they gave away a free deck extraction guaranteed 3-star ticket to everyone if you haven't claimed that already. So that's cool, and it's just it's sad to see, but it's also like Project Moon delays stuff a lot, so I guess it's kind of to be expected. What we did see was cool, though, like getting to see like what I assume is the entirety of the show floor demo, just like those cutscenes and like that like 2-act fight against those weird like fish monsters. I haven't seen anyone like actually translate what's going on there yet. I hope someone will eventually. I'd really assume someone would eventually. But I've yet to see that. Let's see. That was awesome. So true. I guess what else? Like the fact that like the actual like nest of U Corp, or I guess not the nest, but like the actual district of U Corp, like it just being broken into these like various different like sections of like various like colored water. Very interesting. That's for sure. And of course, Ishmael's new ego, which we don't have an official name for yet. We might soon though. Once again, the show floor might have an actual English version that people who are, you know, there can see. Of course, someone would need to, like, actually post screenshots / images from that, since, you know, I'm not going to be able to go there. That's for sure. Hopefully we'll figure more of that stuff out in time. I guess, like, the little montage thing at the start was also very cool, just a little bit of like a remix of a bunch of like the actual songs from each of like the cantos so far, and even the mid chapters. They gave the mid chapters, especially they gave Hell's Chicken a lot more emphasis than I really thought it deserved, but in like a funny way. So you know, of course I'm down for it. Oh, 3 damage up. That's right. The blunt damage up she gets through passive is kind of insane. She just needs to take damage, which is like super easy to do because people take damage a lot when you think about it. Okay, next turn, depending on how, you know, enemies being staggered using our block skill, depending on how using our block skill goes, we might be able to get 3 insight. We just need to use more skill ones for the most part. God, the stagger reduction of 10 with every skill 1 is so funny. Because it does nothing. You don't have a stagger threshold in Mirror Dungeon 2. Well, that's how it is. We can get at least get 1 turn of some very good rolls, I think. I guess we should... So if we do something like this doesn't clash. That's right. But this clash, so this should go first, I believe? Yes, okay, I'm getting that right. So we're going to discard a skill 1 here, which is fine. Now we're getting this off. And now here with this block, no, not this, this block, there we go. Now we're up to 3 insight. Yeah, and look at how much shield she gets from discarding a skill 3. It's insane. Well, we'll do this, just because I want to get as many full power skill 1s as possible, because at 3 insight, this skill 1 is insane. God. I think this run is the run where I'm just going to keep on replacing her skill 2 with her skill 3. Because we want a lot of her skill 1s, we want a lot of her skill 3s. That's going to be the goal at shops. I guess I didn't mention it there, but, you know, getting the pendant is pretty funny right now. I kind of took it without, like, mentioning because I was still talking about TGS, I think. But that is really good for us because we're just going to constantly have poise. Because every turn we're just going to get, like, 3 poise, 2 poise count. Which means we're gonna run out a lot, that's the thing. But oh well. These guys resist. The only ego we're ever going to be able to use is Rhyme Shank unless we get some ego gifts to get more resources. I might as well discard something, get a little bit of shield. Although I guess that it only triggers once the attack goes off, though. There we go, now we've got a little bit of shield. It's only 5% of our max HP worth of shield. But it's something. Oh, we healed back up to full. Ooh, this turn we could do a little bit of this. This goes first, this kills. No, it doesn't go first. Oh, I see. Because the thing is, in this situation I was presenting, this guy's got 3 speed, so he goes first, and then 2 speed, so I attack afterwards, meaning I discard a skill 1 with the excruciating study. However, if I tried doing it vice versa, I wouldn't be able to use my defense, and therefore I wouldn't be able to get 3 insight. So this might just be an attack kind of turn, if I'm not going to be able to get any of that sort of stuff off. But either way, that means next turn I'm not going to be able to... Oh well, I'll just go for double excruciating study then. That's good enough for me. Yeah, that's fine. They resist it. They resist all of my attacks, though, so, you know, that's not really a shock. Only having blunt attacks does have its fair share of weaknesses, that being people who don't take a lot of blunt damage. They're still taking more than enough, and we can go for a bunch of weighted knowledges here. Discard even more things, gain even more shield. How it goes. We're taking, like, no damage, because they've also got blunt attacks, and I also resist blunt. However, Rodion can't be staggered, which just kind of makes it so these guys are never going to do any damage, especially because of all the self-healing I get from just staggering these guys, all the shield I get from just discarding stuff. One more. Kill this guy. Okay, we can do something like... We'll do this. Yeah, we'll do it like this. Use this one, which won't do much of anything. Might stack... No, it won't stack, because it's just a skill one. He'll take it. And then we'll just go for more skill ones. Should we? Should we? Let's see. This guy goes first, so we can go for a weight of knowledge pretty safely, because this will be the first clash to happen. So we'll discard a skill 1. We have 1 insight, but then we'll get to use this attack next. And then we'll use the defense, which will discard the skill. Okay, I think that should work then. This is the character who's gonna force me to actually, like, properly use, like, turn order. Since it's super janky, there's a lot to the turn order mechanics, but it's all going according to plan right now. Yeah, here we go. There's my 3 insight. Which means powerful illuminate vacuity. And it means... Well, with shield with this, it just straight up won't be used, so we can just do that. And we'll just get a bunch of full power illuminate vacuities off. Oh, do we have coin power down? Why were we getting... Do we just have paralysis? I assume that's just paralysis then. There we go. A lot of punches to that guy, but he died. Let's see. Tremor, Burn, Pride, Pierce. None of this does anything. We'll take Green Spear because Rhyme Shank Tremor Burst, so a little bit of Tremor Burst could go a little way. Like that, there we go. Risk encounter / weak. Means it's going to be more people that resist blunt, most likely, because it's going to be Kanto 2 people. That's fine. Yep, as expected. Ooh, we could just immediately get to my required, threshold. And that'll be pretty good. Shame, of course, due to speed values and whatnot, it's going to go, like, last. What is Rodion's? What is their speed? Is their speed? Their speed's like 3 to 6 or something, I thought. Maybe I'm getting it mixed up. I'm probably getting it. What's your speed? 6? No, it's 4 to 6, which is pretty good. It's being increased by the Starlight rewards, of course, here. And now we'll just go for skill 1s, because we've got our 3 insight. We've got, you know, our +2 to the coin power. So we're definitely doing a fair bit with this. Staggering, nice. Plus coin drop next. That's really unfortunate. Plus coin drop means we're gonna get no benefit next turn. Cause that's 4 plus coin drop. That's awful. It's really awful. Alright. We'll be fine, of course, but it's not good. Got a bunch of blunt damage up. We could just go all out. Rhyme Shank? Probably a good time for a Rhyme Shank, I think. Just so we can do some damage to some of these guys, really. Struggling, and there's like no way we win this. Yeah. And we'll block it, we'll get to 2 insight. That's something, at least. Oh, we're gonna discard this, though. And, Does this work? No, not really. Okay, I'll just go for this. We'll take some hits. Checking it twice. Fatal to Pierce, not nice. Well, there's a bunch of shield, though, thanks to being able to discard a skill, too. And then still good enough on Rhyme Shank. They're going to resist it. Actually, the Taikyu guys are neutral to Blunt. Yeah, that guy took a lot of damage there. And then we Excruciating Study, we discarded a skill 1. So back to 1 Insight. We had to kill, though. And now... we just kill everyone, I think? Take some hits, that's fine. No need to worry about manipulating your insight at all. And we've got 50% more blunt damage this turn. Thanks to our passive. Which means we are pummeling these guys to death. Even if they resist blunt, they will not survive. Or they might, but they'll get staggered if nothing else. There we go. And now we can actually clash with everything. Very nice. Okay. There we go, that's fight 1. That was a risky encounter, which is why it took so long. They were a high level, I think. Didn't like actually check, but that's what risky encounters usually imply, so I think that's a safe bet. Oh, rest stop. We'll heal you to max, I think? Yeah, to max. There we go, and now we can leave. And we got a shop, so we can change some skills around here. Red Stand Gossipium is funny. It's really funny, don't get me wrong. Pride. We don't have much of those. We don't have much benefit from those. Okay, we'll get rid of one of your skill 2s for skill 3 now. There we go. And then we just leave. Don't need to do anything else there. We'll fight some Abnos. Abnos are always great to fight in solo runs because we can just kind of target who we block and make sure the block we want goes first, or if we want it to go last, we can make it go last. Stuff like that. Okay, we can immediately discard one of these. And we'll do it against this one, because this is the highest damaging attack going for us, because it not only is it the fastest, but it's also Pierce. Okay. There we go. Yeah. Our shield went down really fast because of the whole Pierce weakness. Is Rodion weak to Gloom? I know if we used Rhyme Shank, she'd resist Gloom, but is she weak to it? But naturally, she might be. Yeah, she's weak to Gloom and Envy. Okay. This is unfortunate. Well, it seems like her insight value is going to change anyways. Oh, this Weight of Knowledge is going to discard a skill 2, though, so that's pretty good. I think that means we're probably just going to have to live with the fact that we're going to change our values a little bit. Yeah, that's fine. We used this and we discarded a skill 1 with this. Excuse me, what do you mean? There was a skill, no, oh, I see. Insight doesn't value until after the attack is when it actually updates, it seems. Because now she'll be its Insight 1 after this attack. No, she's Insight 2 still. Oh, it's because it's discarding everything and... Oh, that's what I've been forgetting to build around. The fact that it discards the lowest one in every single skill slot. Which is really hard to figure out, that's for sure. Well, 2, so you at least gain 1 coin power with this. That's actually better than nothing, so I'll go for it. No need to change it. Maybe next turn I'll change insight value again. God. The attacks all sound cool, though. Very much the sounds of beating someone to death. And I love to hear that. Okay. Got a couple skill 3s this turn. We might as well use a couple of them. Although we'll clash with this so it goes first. So that we'll be able to use it before we update our insight. I do think the final goal is going to be just get her only skill 3s by the end. Now, we can't exactly do that, unfortunately. No matter what, we can only get 4 skill changes, so we can get her like 1 skill 2 and 5 skill 3s. Which is also a pretty good option. There you go. I think I'll do that, yeah. Oh, Gloom resource and other resources, alright. Slash Sloth, this is Clippity Cloppity. Yeah, Clippity Cloppity. Ooh, we should be able to do it easily enough. We don't have a skill 3 discard, so we'll just hit you with this immediately. Won't take the most damage from it, but it'll hopefully be decent. That might not have been enough to actually trigger Desirous, at least. And even if it is, I think we'll be fine. We took a single point of damage that entire turn. Okay, yeah, no Desirous for you yet. You will soon, though. Okay, so we're gonna clash with this one, and then we're gonna defend with this one. The clash goes first, so we'll discard a skill 1. Oh no, we discarded the skill 3 because it discards something in every slot. That's right. I think. And we're not taking much damage at all, and we're at 3 insight now, so we'll be set. No, we don't need to use that. That's right. We hit this guy with one of these, we hit this guy with one of these, we hit this guy with one of these, and we should be set. Just our high value skill 1s. Oh, that's a tie. This guy will lose one of these clashes, though. And he will lose this clash, too. There we go. Had to rely on him getting ahead, so it was a little bit of a bad chance, but, turned out well. Okay, let's see. We're just gonna use our strong attacks on you guys. Insight will not be able to be maintained. And that's fine. Yeah, that one's dead, and the other one's also dead, very much so. So many random crits. Just thanks to the funny little locket we're possessing. Alright, give me something good. Burn, Gluttony or Pierce, Charge. Sloth Owlet Resonance is doable, theoretically. This other stuff matters not. Alright then. A lot of you gifts that, you know, really do not work with us at all. That's fine. Blunt and Gloom Week, Could be a good time to use one of our many rhyme shanks. We're getting additional gloom every turn thanks to the Zippo lighter, so you guys aren't weak to blunt, nor are you weak to gloom. I'm not really surprised though. That's kind of how the game gets you. And we'll just use the skill 3 immediately. No need to keep it. We'll leave the door open this time instead of, you know, just spamming it a little bit and keeping it closed. Yeah. Ooh, Pierce, not great. I mean, we're fine, but it's a little bit more damage than the other attacks. It does mean we're at +5 blunt damage up, which requires you to take, what, 25%? Yeah, 25% of max HP, which she did thanks to the shield. Okay. Well, we're going to want to use Excruciating Study on you, and then we're going to try and shield you, I think. Like that. This will go first. We'll discard something. Wait, this is a discard 2 skills. I forgot about that, right. Discard 2 skills of lowest rank in all this unit's skill slots. So isn't this good enough? Just straight up? Do we even need to block here? I don't think so. Yeah, because it's going to okay. I managed to just completely forget about that. I really should have just checked over everything before I did this run. That's explaining a lot. It's basically discarding everything when we use that once. Okay, that definitely makes me think that the plan is absolutely just get a bunch of skill 3s. Because if we only have a single non-skill 3, like, that's perfectly fine. We'll still be able to get it high enough. Weight of Knowledge is going to discard a skill 3. Because the lowest ranked skill in this skill slot is still a skill 3. Alright. No? Skill 1? Huh? Why is that a 1? Does it only... When it says discard a lowest skill, does it mean it only can discard skill? The skill of the lowest rank. So it can only discard skill 1s as long as you have skill 1s? Is that what it's saying? I assumed it meant the lowest rank of what you had in the skill. But can this only discard skill 1s? If so, this skill 2 is awful. Huh. And we're absolutely going to try and get rid of all of that as possible, if that means what I think it's saying there. And I'm getting the feeling that it does. Oh, were you not flashing? There we go. Discard a skill 2 there. Better than nothing. I guess we are using a lot of skill 3s. We probably shouldn't have used all these skill 3s. So we could at least, you know, there we go. We discard a skill 3 there. That's what I'm looking for. And we discarded another skill 3 there, it looks like. God. We are just going through the entire, like, deck, like, several times a turn at this rate. Well, you guys die. That's all, folks. Oh, we only discarded a skill 1 there. That strike was effective. Right it was, buddy. Right it was. Okay. I guess that gives us a use to have charged. Spend it for some minor value with the night vision goggles. So basically it is just the video where I figure out in depth how these mechanics work. Excruciating Study is going to discard a skill 1 and that's all it can discard, correct? So maybe I should wait on it. I should just go for Illuminate Thy Vacuity instead. Because next turn, chances are we'll have a skill 3 to discard. Or possibly a skill 2. Yeah, these guys are not nice with their pierce attacks. Don't like that. Alright, we get a lot of blunt damage out this turn, though. 2 skills with lowest ranks, plural. I'm trying to use that to figure out if my previous thing was right. I feel like a skill 2 should still be able to discard other things. Maybe I'm overlooking something crucial, though. And I cannot tell yet. Well, we do it like this. We'll discard a skill 3. Yep. We discarded the skill 3 in our second slot there. That's why I didn't use it, instead went for a skill 1 there. Just to make sure we get a bunch of shield, reduces the damage we take from other attacks, and to get some good skill 1s off. Okay. If we do this, should be good. So we're going to discard another... We didn't discard another skill 3. But there was a skill 3 in the third slot, I thought. This one doesn't discard, of course. It gets a +1 to power if nothing else, so that's still decent. Okay, now you discarded skill 3. So there you discarded the skill 3 in the third slot. Was it because of the fact that, you know, the third skill was discarding something, so it didn't let other skills discard what it was going to discard? If that makes any sense at all? Yeah, that discarded skill 2. It says in all slots, but, like, are we sure it means in all slots? I've got so many theories, and yet so few ways to prove it beyond just keep on unga-bunging. Oh no, we're not taking that. I almost took it just instinctively. No thank you. Not good for this run. I mean, it could be good for this run. It means we can get more staggers off theoretically. Because we can stagger someone, they recover, we can stagger them again. Instead of just bringing them to stagger plus and killing them directly. Oh, well, we can do this. That'll work. Pierce attacks. Slash attacks too, though, which we can take decently enough. Pierce attacks. The shield doesn't matter because we're going to go very last. God, defensive skills really are something. Let's see. Well, let's discard what we want it to discard. Possibly. I guess I should go for it. The skill one's going to go first anyways because it's clashing. But then we'll get to use this a little bit. Which should discard... It should discard the skill in the back, I presume. Yes, it looks like it did. I need to get, like, a notepad. I've actually got my notepad from when I did Malkuth course aggression. Right here. Yeah. Yeah, it still says instinct is instinct, insight is repression, attachment is insight, repression is attachment. Perfect. This is the perfect thing to use to possibly jot some notes down. Okay, so let's see, this turn. What are we gonna do this turn? So let me write down the current skill setup. This is actually the worst. Let me do this in a different fight. These guys are just gonna die. Let's just kill them. Okay, that discarded skill 1, to be expected. When skill slots are added, are they always added to the right, I presume? The one on the left is always the first skill slot and such, so on forth. Like, your skill slots never get randomly organized, I hope. Let's see, next fight we get. Actually, the next fight we get will be the boss, won't it? Yeah. So that's when I'm going to try and use my notepad. I'm going to try and figure the specifics out. Of course, Rodion, get rid of your other skill 2. No more skill 2s for you. Lead and defense level down stats, crossing coins. Oh, deal more damage and take less damage against enemies with sinking. That's pretty good. Charge count doesn't help us too much, so we'll take it. We've still got plenty of cost. As long as we make sure we go into each shop with, you know, 200, we'll be set for the rest of the run. And there's only 2 more shops. Oh, this just makes our blunt attacks inflict more sanity damage. We took some HP damage from that guy, but that's fine. And we'll see just how this goes. Morale, that's fine. Okay, so first things first, we're going to start with an excruciating study. So you've currently got a 1-1... I'm going to call this a 1-1-3. Because I'm including the one at the top here. So it's a 1-1-3. So we're going to use this and we're going to see what happens to it. It discarded a skill 1. It presumably discarded both skill 1s in that skill slot. Yeah, you got beaten up a little bit. You're fine. You'll get better. Oh, damn it, that's nice. So, we've actually got no way to tell, do we? Wait. Went from a 1-1-3 to a 1-3-1. So based on my logic, that means we discarded 2 things, then we drew a skill 1, a 3, and a 1 in that order, which would make sense. That means our entire deck has been shown in these 2 hands, being 4 1s. Or no, we've got 3 1s and 3 3s, so maybe it only discarded 1? Okay, let's try something else. We'll go for this Illuminate Thy Vacuity and this Excruciating Study. And we'll see what happens. Oh, yeah, you're taking a little bit of damage. That's fine. You won't die, will you? Will you? This won't be too much damage. Yeah, you're fine. There we go, we've got some shield now. Shield that's significantly more than our actual HP. Okay, and it looks like you're sure to discard some of your skill 3s there, I think. Okay, so now you've got... Ugh. What is this? Okay. 311... 311... 313. Actually, I physically don't think I can glean any information when I don't have any skill 2s. I'm putting the notepad away. I realized the flaws in my plan. The very glaring flaws being, how am I supposed to determine anything if I don't have skill 2s? It's only like a binary hand each time. It's either skill 1s or skill 3s or a combination of those two. Yeah. Do we rhyme shank here? We might want to rhyme shank here. We're kind of low. It's mostly blunt attacks, which is good. What does rhyme shank do to our resistances? It's bad for sloth though. I don't know if we can take that since they've got a lot of sloth attacks. We need a resistance to those 3, and we've got resistance to those 3. So an ego could be very bad for us realistically. Well, excruciating studies should be good, right? Okay. Because you got... So you're playing these cards. Does the hand count as the... Okay, so you didn't discard any of the skill 3s that were in the 3rd row. Can you not touch the 3rd row? Is that what I'm missing? Is the 3rd row irrelevant? If so, that would make sense. Oh, God. Oh, you're going insane. Oh, that's great for us. It does. We're gonna have to redirect this one though, so that's unfortunate. Let's see. Excruciating study, but we're gonna discard a bunch of skill 2s anyways, so we should be fine to just go for a bunch of them. Oh, we're not redirecting this because you're... Yeah, we're not redirecting it because it's going for its ally, so therefore it doesn't want to be redirected. It's not doing, much of anything. But, it's less attacks we're gonna have to take. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. You discard a skill 1 there, and now you discarded a skill 3. Why did you discard a skill 1 the first one? What if it's like only discarding 2 in Oh. Let me think about this. Let me think more. Discard 2 skills of the useless ranks in all this unit's skill slots. Oh. I've been reading this wrong the entire time. I was thinking of discard 2 in every skill slot. No. If we were to say use this excruciating study, it would discard 2 of the lowest, so it would discard this one and this one. And same for this one, it would then discard this one and this one, leaving us discarding no skill 3s, I believe. This guy might die, so I don't know if I can check this theory. This isn't a discard. This isn't a discard. We have to wait till the skill 3s to see if I'm actually starting to get a hold of what's going on. One, minor misread has caused so much strife. Yeah, this one, it only discarded skill 1s with this one. And then same for this one? Yes, okay. I finally got it. I understand everything now. It only took 3 floors, and, I've done several runs with this card already. And I just only vaguely... I didn't really get a chance to go in-depth into them because of the other people. Now we can, though. Cost doesn't help us at this point. Not, enough, at least. We'll take more damage to staggered people, though. That's pretty funny. Because we've got sloth skills, so our skill 3s will do more damage to staggered people by 20%. Which is pretty good. And we'll go to bottom path here. You're a little injured. Hopefully that's fine. Should probably spend some cost to, heal her up when we get to the shop if need be, which need might be. These things are easy enough to deal with. We can instantly discard a skill 3, that's cool. And then do skills not refill until the next turn? I think skill 3 doesn't matter. I think, effectively, these 2 skills are the only skills that can be discarded, right? So discard 2 skills, lowest ranks in all skill slots. So we'll discard 1, the other discard just doesn't trigger. Right. Actually, you're the fastest. You can choose who gets to go. Yeah, go for the prideful remover then. These are all blunts. And that's a minor slash. So we'll do this. We discarded skill 3. So it means we should have a skill 1 very first thing in our leftmost slot. Taking some sinking, that's fine. Doesn't do much of anything to us. Yeah, we only took a little bit of damage that turn. The shield took most of it. Blunt damage up +5 thanks to the shield. Yes, okay. Looks like I might be right then. So if we go for this excruciating study... Yeah, it won't be worth it. Yeah, okay. Go for these, go for the pierces. We'll still take a pierce, that's fine. Rifle mover, that's fine. We're not going to discard anything, because if we use this... Let's say I theoretically pop this one as well. I guess we do that. Then this card would discard this skill 1, this skill 1. Okay. So we'll just go for the skill 1s to keep up the trend. I do apologize that it's taken me this long to figure this kind of stuff out. It usually doesn't, but one simple misread can ruin everything. What damage up +5? How nice. So this is the turn where we kill all these guys. Because if we do it like this, then we can make sure we stay exactly where I want to be. Yeah, because this one discarded. It's down to 1 insight now, but that's because we discarded the 2 skill 1s, and this will discard the skill 3. Alright. I'm beginning to believe. And now, like, we just might as well just kill these guys. Like, what are they gonna do? Cry? Yeah, this is just 1 insight, as expected. But then this will be 3 insight. Yeah. Oh well. It's all coming together. Click rupture on a random enemy, sure. Normal fight, weak to blunt. Means it could be N Corp, which would be kind of bad. Or it could just be like a bunch of bugs, which are pretty easy to deal with. Yeah, like these guys. Actually, these guys do have some pierce attacks, so I guess I really shouldn't be underestimating them. Yeah, like this quick jabs is kind of awful for us. I think this is a fight I rhyme jank. Not gonna lie. Does that change? What does that do for my resistances? Does it change my... Gluttony's still neutral, so I think that's good. Yeah, we get hit by this. We'll be able to rhyme jank and just do a bunch of damage to a bunch of these bugs immediately, though. It's not like we can discard anything this first turn, so, man. God, those things have such small HP amounts. If we actually took the curse there, we could have killed... Oh no, 7 HP. Oh no, it's because they healed 4, don't they? Yeah. So these two would have died. No, they wouldn't. They probably would have gotten the healing first. So maybe that idea is a little moot. Well, the skill 1's going to go first, which is fine, because, I mean, it doesn't matter. It's dead. That blunt damage at +5. These guys did a little bit too much damage to me for their own good. And like this, we'll be able to make sure we stay at the required amount of insight. After this attack, the other skill 3 will put us back to the required insight. Assuming the skill 1 doesn't go first. It does go first, unfortunately, because they are... Wonder why that one-sided attack went before the other one-sided attack. Or went before the clash. I guess it's just because of turn order stuff. Like, I'm literally DHing so hard. Like, I'm literally, like, just gaining... I'm literally turning this knowledge into power. You can just go 1 to a skill 3. There we go. Employee card for more charge. Gracious Hammer for more cost. Well, we'll just heal you up a little bit just to make sure you're full. Because we're gonna be fine on cost the rest of this run, I think. Ooh. This is a dog floor, it looks like. Specifically a watchdog floor, not a preceding Inquisitor dog, but a alleyway watchdog floor. Yeah, we can... This'll work. We'll take some damage. I don't like that too much. We actually will go relatively quickly, though, thanks to our speed. Yeah. And because we discarded one of our skill 3s, we have got a fair bit of shield. Once again, the shield bar itself really needs to be changed. There needs to be like another number on top of HP that's like blue and shows you how much shield you have. I think that would be like the pretty obvious best way to go about doing that. And I think it would work pretty well. Although, who am I to say, I guess? Because like the blue bar always lies. It makes it look like you got a lot less shield than you actually did if you're high on HP. Nice. Excellent shielding. And we can just go for something like this. We're definitely gonna... Yeah, this will go first. No, that'll go first, which means... Okay, we're only gonna have one insight for that. That's fine. The skill 1 will still be good enough. But that does make sense. That turn order. Nice. Yeah, this guy also is gonna suffer quite a bit. Not too much, I guess. Only one insight means this attack isn't as strong as it could have been. But this guy dies here. So we'll take a couple hits. Take some paralysis. That's a little problematic. I think we'll be fine, though. Yeah, we're gonna run out of paralysis before all these attacks go off. I think we'll be fine, then. Yeah, as expected. Paralysis only gets him so far. And now this guy perishes for it. And some other guys are also going to perish for it. Look at how much shield we have. You know, this is a super fun tank unit. I'm actually like Prodigy's been making some like really fun tank units as of late. Like even looking past like K-Corp Hung is obviously like the strongest one, but Zweigrecker is also a lot of fun with his like defensive level stacking, and this is just also a lot of fun. Such like a far... Oh, this isn't gonna work. Such a far cry from a lot of the early tanks. Stuff like Grosshammer Mersault, whose gimmicks really didn't work that well on top of, you know, his blunt weakness kind of shooting him in the foot significantly, especially back then. And then, like, I don't know, like, their philosophy is definitely changing on how to make fun tank units, and, like, I am loving it. Okay, let's see. No matter what we do here, we're not going to be able to have enough insight next turn. So we just try and pummel this thing. If we hit the body hard enough, maybe we'll be fine. That's not good. That's a bad time to miss a coin. It's a very bad time. Because if we actually landed this attack, we possibly could have staggered the body, but now we're going to take a bunch of damage. This guy is a little problematic if you only have one person and you don't have enough damage to stagger him outright. And we kind of did have enough damage to stagger him outright, we just got unlucky. Okay. We've got a bunch of blunt damage up this turn, though. So we go from our excruciating studies. This does mean... yeah. This does mean our insight's not going to change until next turn, but that's fine. If we're only using skill 3s, it really doesn't matter too much. It only matters if we're getting hurt, really. Like... Inflict floor. Yeah, this inflicts 6 sinking count, assuming you get heads with the first coin. Oh. You're going for your mass attacky. Not nice. We'll go for this. It'll be fine. 1 insight because we just discarded skill 1s. But I believe one of our other skill 3s will discard a skill 3 and get us back to full insight. Full insight, yeah. Normal sentences. And down the log goes. If only we had like a way to inflict sinking potency. I'm pretty sure skill 2 is their way to inflict sinking potency, but if we can just get the nightmare, that would also be good. Not having to take damage? Don't mind if I do. Oh, we could just do special contract to bomb the enemy. We'll take Carmella. Better overall. Staggering things faster means more healing. Not more healing, but just quicker healing, I guess. And this looks like a straight shot kind of one, yeah. Bosses so that no one will cry. Glad I didn't take up any of those burn ego gifts. Not that I'd be able to like burn with them beyond like a couple stacks, but I guess it just kind of validates my choices in the past. Like a therapist. I don't think that's a healthy interpretation of therapists, but you know. It's my cope. Stagger. Make sure you're nice and healed. Heal it. You're taking some damage from these pierce attacks. This guy's also got a pierce attack. 185, yeah, we're still fine. We're still chilling. Like a villain. Well, you're gonna be inside 3 no matter what, so this is fine. No matter which order those skills went in, she'd either still beat Insight 3 from last turn, or she'd discard a skill 3 and still beat Insight 3. And I'm saying Insight so many times today just because, you know, it's the entire gimmick, which kind of means that it's very warranted that I'm saying it so much, but it still feels weird. Especially when I'm not talking about Lob Corp. Can't wait till we get Prudence and Justice. We go for you 3. We'll still beat Insight 3. We'll have plenty of shield, not that it really matters. Now that I do get how this Rodion works, I can probably use her like well in other team compositions. Like yesterday, I definitely didn't use her to her fullest extent because like I didn't have a good grasp on discard, so I was just kind of going for normal sinking stuff. I was really just using Rhyme Shank with her. That was all I was using Dieci Rodion for yesterday. Just to build up the Gloom, build up some Envy, and be in a good position. More Sloth Resonance, which means more charge, but really doesn't help us, but it's funny. If we get enough charge, it can help us. We can start spending it thanks to the goggles. But then we just get, what, isn't it like 3 offense level up or something? Which is like a power up effectively, but... eh. It's too much effort for that effect. That guy lived, which is very unfortunate. But you're not going to keep on living, because we've got a lot of skill 3s aimed directly at you. And you know, after this next shop, we'll have 5. So you're in for a fun time. Oh, Gloom Resonance applies offense level up to all allies. Cool, and skills just do more damage to single targets. Also very cool. Buffs everything but Rhyme Shank. And I guess corroded 4th Match Flame, but like, why would I corrode 4th Match Flame? I do have the resources for it since I have Zippo Lighter. Don't really know why I would go for that move. We've only got 8 pride. Not good when you know both of these cost a little bit of pride. Oh well. We're gonna get the Insight Train started quickly with this one. Which means we are already at 20% shield. So if these guys break our shields, that does mean we'll just straight up have... Okay, that guy just died. Thanks to our damage buff we get using sloth skills against staggered people. Okay, you're gonna break the shield? Punk? Punk? Yes, you are, which means we have in fact taken enough damage to get maximum blunt power next turn. Which means we are going to kill 2 of you. And we're not going to get good insight though if we do that. Well, I'd really like to get decent insight here. Which one do I think is better chances? Yeah, I'll do this. We'll get the excruciating study off so we can discard a skill 3. And we've still got the skill 1. And yes, thanks to 3 insight, we're still doing great damage with this. Oh, we just straight up killed that guy thanks to the blunt damage up, meaning we did 50% more damage and 20% more, no, just 10% more damage against staggered people because that wasn't a sloth skill, but you can see where the damage is really mattering. And we took enough damage, so we're once again just able to do this and do wonders. 1 insight now, that's because we need to use the other skill before we get to the 3 insight. We just discarded 2 skill 1s. We've got 1 thing in reserve right now, and that's skill 3. And now we've discarded that. And this guy just straight up dies. Without a doubt. Yeah. Like, I thought this unit was cool, but like, I thought that the gimmick was still a little weird yesterday. Now I'm absolutely all in. I love this. Rodion skill, of course. Get another skill 1 to a skill 3. Can't afford the char disc now. Tomorrow's fortune doesn't help us enough. Melty eyeball also doesn't help us very much. We'll take tomorrow's fortune then. So, better than nothing. And we're full HP, so we don't need to spend money just to get a little healing. That does nothing. So we now got 5 of our skill 3. Okay, nice. Instant. We've got enough speed that this goes first, which means we can just get our shield immediately. Prevent ourselves from taking too much damage. Don't think any of these guys have a lot of pierce. Of course, some of them are slash and some of them are blunt. They may have a random pierce attack here and there. Like, these guys might have some pierce attacks theoretically, but like, they're mostly attacking with their big blunt head. Oh, they didn't even do enough damage to get us to maximum blunt damage. Alright. They're pathetic compared to us. Compared to the power of Christ. And yeah, only 3 blunt damage at that time. And 3 more of these, we'll take some more hits. We've got enough speed. This guy's gonna go first, I think. No, we actually got to go first. It was a speed tie, but I feel like usually the game gives priority to enemies in speed ties. It's probably a coin flip, though. This game does love its coin flips. It's so funny how you just, like, use 2 of her skill 3s and then you're just completely out of stuff. Oh, I now understand why Otis's daring decision is going to be so funny. It discards literally every skill on use. No matter how many speed slots she has, she just discards everything with a single skill 3. Okay, yeah, I'm looking forward to Otis a lot now, that's for sure. Okay. I don't know how I managed to just get that misinterpretation and how I didn't question it at all. I guess that's kind of how it goes, though. Something something, PM fan not reading. Shame. I definitely did read. Usually that's not my issue. Because I'm the kind of person who likes to read a lot. Different from the average PM fan then. But I'm also kind of stupid in the fact that, you know, sometimes I just don't read properly. It happens, I try. Okay, taking some damage. We're definitely, yeah, we've taken 25% damage. So we're just gonna, like, absolutely annihilate 2 more bugs this turn. Yep. Take some damage because we didn't get high enough speed, that's fine. Then we'll make them pay. Ooh. Okay, that's fine. A little worried for a second. Stagger, get some healing. Stagger, get some healing. That's stupid. Now we've got more blunt damage up, so we just kill all these guys this turn immediately. Yeah. There's a single one-sided attack, but it doesn't matter because we've got higher speed for once. And therefore, you're gonna get annihilated. I do think another reason that these tanks feel a lot better is the fact that they're giving tanks decent speed values. Mariachi Sinclair's a 2 to 3. Like, genuinely, what? I don't even know if there's any other units that are that slow in the game. He's a 1 to 2 before Type 3. Oh, coffin. Which means we can get some blood off. Why not high? That's decent chances. You gotta get all these. Good job. Actually, it requires Wrath or Bleed skills to inflict bleed. So, we don't have either of those. I guess if we fourth match Flame, or I guess, or if we put his cast, since that inflicts bleed. Bad first turn of stuff. We could actually go for a Fixated Study, though, if we wanted to. Yeah, Fixated Study, we'll just discard it. It doesn't even need to be in the slot that has the skill 3. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, we'll block one of these accumulating curses, I presume. That's probably a decent thing. We're gonna get a bunch of cursed talismans. Which means what? We get bind or something? No, attack power down. Right. The other one inflicts bind. Yeah, we'll take some damage here. Just means we're gonna be in a good spot. Yeah, you're not doing any damage to us. You're inflicting a lot of rupture, though, which means, not good. And we've got, yeah, attack power down. -2, not nice. We still might be able to win some clashes. Not against the body, though. Ooh. Well, that's fine. We'll have enough shield that he's not going to be able to actually, like, do any damage to me. I got 40% shield by discarding 2 skill 3s right there. There we go, we've stagger plus the right arm. So you can try as much as you want, you're not going to be able to lay a finger on Rodion. Yeah. Alright, well we can give you all of our entangled curse talismans now. Ooh, that's not great. Sure, we'll be fine, but like, I'd like to win that. I guess it was a favorite, so it makes sense. Sometimes, that's how it is. Rodion's a gambler, she understands better than anyone. There we go, you get all 10 of our talismans. I think we reached I think 12's the cap, I think we had 12. We will gather the talismans and return them. Oh, it's a sloth advantage, I think we had a decent chance there. Rodion gains haste this turn, that's good. And you're going so that no one will cry. You know, you're gonna get your... You know, you need 12 plus to gain attack power down. I see. That's unfortunate then. We can just probably kill the right arm though, with a single one of these. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we're winning the clash. We don't care about your neutrals. Ooh. Okay, yeah, we're winning the clash. We don't care about your neutrals. Yeah, break the arm. Don't know if that prevents it from attacking. Hopefully it does. It kind of varies, though. Like, obviously staggering stops something from attacking, but breaking apart, it really depends on the Avno. Speaking of staggering, there's the body staggered. It's a one-sided attack on the body, and here's the one-sided attack on the arm. Yeah, doing a little bit of damage. Okay, yeah, it didn't stop the attack, so that's fine, though, because, like, so the Nolan Cry's doing nothing here. We're even weak to Gloom, aren't we? Yeah, because we haven't even Rhyme Shanked at all. I've learned that Rhyme Shank is not... You don't need it at all when you've got the power of a god. Yeah, I guess we got a bunch of paralysis from this so that no one will cry. That's fine, we'll get rid of all of it. And we kill, even with the paralysis. Down it goes. Very funny fight, that's for sure. Very funny unit for the fight. She's so happy. She loves her study. It took 4,000 damage. Not as much as Keiko or Ponglu, but that's because she actually, you know, resists blunt. Which is enough to make any unit, like, incredibly tanky still. Thanks to the well-balanced damage types in the game so far. I guess she just does a lot more damage than Keiko or Ponglu. Even if she's not quite as tanky, she's still very tanky. Yeah, I guess I've got another one of those now. Yippee, hooray. 1 star. Okay. Gregor banner. Gego. 1 star and target banner. There's no special 2-star on this one, so we're unlikely to get the target unit. Oh, a 2-star unit. What is this? Honglu. Alright. That's good. Think of the fact I did like 40 pulls yesterday. I've got a lot of shards right now. Very, very nice to see, that's for sure. This is probably a part where I'm going to just start... I don't really have much to up-dye now. I'll probably have enough thread for most things anyways. So I don't think I'll need to thread much of these going forward, which is a nice thing to think about. Yeah, that'll be all for this time. Lob Corp streams continuing tomorrow, of course. They've been continuing. I don't know why I said it like they've stopped. It's been every Saturday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, whatever that is in your local time zone. Google it if you don't know. That's fun. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.